Hello traders, I want to welcome you to my channel. My name is Rotimi Olawale. I'm a financial market analyst, forex trader, and mentor. And in this video today, I want to bring you the analysis on the dollar index and gold. Today is 28th of March 2024, Thursday 28th of March 2024. Now, if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please click the subscribe button and also the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever I drop a new video. All right, let's get started. So we're going to be looking at the dollar index and gold, both from the technical, perspective and also from the fundamental perspective. Now, from the technical angle, we have now the dollar index on the screen, and we can see the chart on the daily time frame. And we have a symmetrical triangle pattern on the dollar index presently on the daily time frame. Now, how this pattern works is that if price breaks out to the upside, it means we're having a bullish, trade. And if we have a breakout to the downside, it means we're having a bearish trade on the dollar index. And that's just how symmetrical triangle works. So we're at the verge of a major breakout on the dollar index. A breakout upwards is bullish and a breakout downwards is bearish. Now I'll go over to gold. Now gold is actually on a daily time frame. Let's go first to the weekly time frame. Now on the weekly time frame, we can clearly see gold. It's been trending up lately, making a series of higher highs, and we can draw a trend line to connect this point together, and we have the high points up there. And secondly, we also have a second trend line that could also connect different points on the trend line again for gold. Now, what this is telling us is that since price is trending higher in this fashion, then this region could also act as a kind of a resistance, which could lead potentially to a bearish movement on gold. So here we're looking at a possible bearish movement based on what we can see with the trend lines on the weekly time frame. Now, if I flip down to the daily time frame, I can clearly see the formation of a head and shoulder pattern. It's still in formation, but then if it gets completed, all things being equal, I'm expecting to see a breakout in the downward direction. Okay, let's do that again. So we've established we have trend lines acting as resistance on the weekly time frame, and a head and a shoulder is formed. We're expecting a possible bearish breakout on the other side. And another thing that could also help in a bearish breakout is that there is actually a psychological level right here at 22,000, and that psychological level actually evolved into a resistance, and it's because price could not break that resistance. That's why we ended up having a rejection candle up there. So we have a rejection candle right here, and price could not break it. Now it's a rejection candle now that's evolving into the formation of a head and shoulder pattern. So we have multiple reasons why we believe there should be a bearish movement on gold. Firstly, on the weekly time frame, we have price hitting the trend line. Then we have a rejection candle on the daily and the formation of a head and shoulder pattern. So all things being equal, technically I'm looking for a bearish movement on gold. Now, how will this happen? If we go to the fundamentals, now we can see that we have a lot of USD event today. Today is Thursday, March 28, 2024, and by 1:30 p.m. Nigerian time, we have a lot of events coming up from the United States today. The first being the final GDP, then we have the others. Okay, let's crop out the card. the emphasis is on the USD. Now we see we have quite a lot of USD events from 1:30 p.m. final GDP, unemployment claims, final GDP price index, Chicago PMI, pending home sales, and revised UOM consumer sentiment. So all these events will definitely lead to a volatility, in the dollar, in the USD. Now, and this volatility will now impact upon the direction, where the dollar index and gold will move. Now, back to the chart for the dollar index. Now, if the events that are coming up, if it comes out to favor the dollar, then we will definitely see price, break out massively in the bullish direction. If all the news, favor the dollar, then we will see a strong bullish movement on the dollar index, and that will impact upon the major currency pairs. And if on the other side also, the news does not favor the dollar, then we should be expecting, a bearish movement first within this pattern, then it could project to beyond the pattern to a sustained bearish, long-term bearish movement. So the news this afternoon will go a long way in determining the next move of the dollar. Again, I repeat, if the news favors the dollar, then we'll see a strong bullish movement, a strong bullish breakout, and that could determine the bullish direction of the dollar, in the long term. While on the other side, if the news does not favor the dollar, then we expect a bearish movement on the US dollar. And since we hold a bearish outlook already on gold, now the way gold is going to work is this. Now generally we know that gold is negatively correlated to the dollar. So if the news comes out to favor the dollar, then we expect the second shoulder of this head and shoulder pattern to be completed, and price will drop from there if the news favors the dollar. So the news favoring the dollar means the dollar will go bullish and gold could go bearish, because technically what we're seeing currently on gold is a bearish sentiment, except if gold is able to break above the tip of this rejection candle. That's what we can say we'll have a sustained bullish movement. Otherwise, what I'm seeing technically is the formation of a head and shoulder, which should lead to a bearish breakout. So I maintain my outlook of a bearish breakout on gold if the news favors the dollar. Now, peradventure the news does not favor the dollar, that means we expect the dollar index to, if the news doesn't favor the dollar, then dollar index will definitely go bearish first within this pattern, and it may proceed beyond the pattern in the coming days. And if that happens, then that means we're also saying that there is a likelihood that gold might break above this resistance level, which is the psychological level, and possibly break the tip of the rejection candle up there before proceeding. But then I want to hold more to the news favoring the dollar and gold going the bearish, because I see more of the formation of the head and shoulder pattern on gold. All right, so that's just my outlook. I'm bullish on the dollar, I'm bearish on gold, except there are changes in the market. The market can always do its thing, but that's just my outlook based more on what I'm seeing on the technicals. All right, so if you enjoyed this video, just click the like button, click the subscribe button, subscribe to this channel, click the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever I drop a new video. Also, you can share this video to as many traders and forex traders that so that they can learn from what I've shared. And also drop a comment in the comment section so that all these activities can trigger the YouTube algorithm to show this video to more people who might be in need of this kind of information. All right, that will be all on my analysis of gold today. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.